I was just on a coaching call with a couple where one was telling me in front of the other person, she is so jealous. She's overly jealous. She doesn't let me do A, B, and C. She doesn't let me say A, B, and C. She's constantly talking about, how I want A, B, and C. I just can't deal with her. She's too jealous. And I told him, I said, jealousy is a normal, common, healthy function of any relationship. However, when you step out of a relationship, it's no longer jealousy, it's justified concern. So she's not jealous of anything necessarily. She has a justifiable concern. Now, did you and your behavior and decisions and choices and actions also give her some increased, profound jealousy that maybe wasn't there before? Absolutely. But don't just cough it up to she's jealous. That's a coward's way of thinking. Number two, for the other person, jealousy is more in our head than anything else. And let me just say this. We often grandize or whatever affairs. When we know that our partner was in an affair or did things, we grandiose embellish what we think they did. Just like, when somebody breaks up with us and they go on a new relationship and you're sitting there crying and devastated, and you're thinking that they're sitting on a hammock being fed grapes, by their new love while big fig leaves are being, waved to cool them down. That's not the reality. That's not I say it all the time. Be careful what you think you see. The person, I give this as an example. You might see some young, hot person in a great, flashy, nice car speeding down the highway, and you're like, wow, I am jealous of that person. Little do you know, they might have just stolen that vehicle, stolen that car, and they're rushing to the nearest tree to hit into it because they can't stand their life anymore. They're dealing with mental health problems. So we got to be careful with what we put in our head. We don't know about, what's going on when they were in the affair. And we got to stop with this grandizing things. Yes, I get it. We want to compare, were his pecs bigger than mine, or were her bust bigger than mine, and all this other stuff. But we got to be very careful with the jealousy and the comparing. Having said that, I just want to say this too. Both parties, if you dealt with a betrayal, have to work very, very hard. Very hard. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to be able to address your own jealousies, even though they are now absolutely founded fears and justified concerns. You got to check your own thoughts. Don't let thoughts run away. And for those that stepped out of the relationship, don't you dare reduce, deduce, or minimize your behavior and put it on your partner for they're just jealous. Were they this maniacally jealous before you stepped out of the relationship? If not, then don't you dare put the responsibility on them, because the ownership is you.